I got one document. Was there?
I got the secret.
Mhm.
Wait, was there?
There's also a document.
Is it relevant for this session? Shit.
So no more so than it was every other session, I guess.
Everything's relevant.
God damn it. Let me go find it.
And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to another session of the Wildlands campaign. We were off for 2 weeks, so hopefully everybody's hungry for some gaming. I think it was 2 weeks. Felt like 2 weeks. In any case, welcome back. Thrasher and Typha. For them, it's definitely been 2 weeks. You guys missed the boss fight, so that's the recap here. There was a battle between the party and Gisela La Feroz in this mysterious chamber. Filled with flowers, and the armor that was here and grew into a gigantic, terrifying skeleton is now over here, having been salvaged by the party after defeating the bones of the dead Archmage. Actually, it was Bella, who unfortunately is having Discord issues and is still signing in, who got the final blow on the enemy, I believe, with her purple aura, as you see here, destroying it on its turn. Very cool stuff. At this moment, there was some info that only Typha got, if I recall correctly. Who just signed in? Was it Akiri? Strange.
Yes, it was.
Welcome.
It was me.
Welcome. We are down. We should be only down Nico for this session, I believe. But maybe if we're lucky, he'll sign in for the last 5 minutes again, which would be awesome. Okay, so this was a creepy, eerie scene where there was this figure, this fellow over here, had many copies. About 30 of them, to be exact. Or to be not inexact, but a lot. And they were emerging from this door. Over here. This door of the dungeon. You guys see that? Over here. And walking over here and up these stairs and across this bridge. And only pausing to drop handfuls of flowers over the side from this box that seems to be growing them. And that seemed to be keeping the bones of Gisela La Feroz at rest. When those waters were turbulent and disrupted, Gisela awoke and you battled her. This whole time, you guys have been deep in the Ushzak pyramid, searching for whatever mysterious prison might be hidden, possibly in another pocket dimension within this necropolis. It has proven to be vast and challenging, not just because of undead, but because of the living caretakers of the place, the masked gravekeepers of House Rothdal, who kind of raised the alarm, but also Vapos overheard them saying they were going to lock down this level when he was upstairs. Over here. So there's a lot going on. And each of you also has had various personal insights into some of the weirdness in the pyramid. For example, Mavra had a strange connection with Gisela, who was in life a half-dwarf, who hated dwarves and hit Mavra pretty hard during that fight. Mavra also has felt this mysterious pull toward this door over here, ever since entering this weird room. Other personal insights. Bref has felt a weird, had a weird experience with the shadow just outside the pyramid. And in this level in particular, has felt a powerful strength or connection to the chaotic goddess Aphisti, also known as Umberly, that he worshipped or has worshipped in the past, and something has been going on there. Thrasher has had these weird urges, far stronger than elsewhere, and consumed things and gained powers thereby, but it was all uncomfortably out of Thrasher's control. It seems his patron his Warlock's patron is very active and strong, and maybe taking more than Thrasher bargained for in terms of control. Draco, who's not here, and Bella, who's not here because of technical problems, discovered some evidence of some kind of draconic magic, some dragon magic at work. And Typha, you investigated this room, and found this shed skin, like snake skin, as well as some scattered scroll paper and traces of magical inks, and you sensed movement somewhere in this maze of this created in this storage room of many sarcophagi. Okay. Vapos has been getting weird vibes because of his watery background that I don't remember how much he's shared with the group at this moment. And Akiri has basically felt ill ever since entering the necropolis. Your resident innocent cleric has basically felt sick ever since entering here. So, whew, massive recap, but I feel necessary after a hiatus. Any questions? Guess not. Okay.
We're set.
Sorry, one question though. When you said Akiri felt sick, is it like describe that further, I guess? Elaborate? Because I don't know, it was a while ago and I don't remember hearing about that.
Well, you felt that oily cold from breath, and more recently, Frasher.
That's right. Okay, no, now I remember that.
But just this place with its shifting marble that looks like water, and everything that's going on just has it's a very I wouldn't say it's at war with Zhuwerk, but it's not really. There are other gods and other entities who reign, who hold sway here, and you can sense that, and it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, cool.
Okay, so we are going to pick up right as the bones crumple to the ground, the green armor clanging, and you guys kind of catch your breath and gather together the items, which I believe are in the game notes chat in Discord. And you are at this moment taking stock after a chaotic and very dangerous fight that left many of you severely injured. Vapos is at 15 HP. Take it away.
Everyone's still alive?
Yes, but forgive me if I am slowing everyone down, but I think it might be wise for us to take a short break. I need a few moments to catch my breath, as it were.
Do we have time for that? And Vapos, come here. Come here. Come see Akiri. She has something for you.
Okay.
Have 16 health. Have 16 HP.
Actually, is Beacon of Hope still active?
I have no idea. Maybe?
Because it lasts for like a minute, right?
We're gonna find out. Yeah, it lasts for a minute. So I guess it would still be up. You're fast enough that it would have gotten to her. So let me do some math. I think it's 24, but I don't entirely remember. Okay, so it's gonna be. Sorry. So it'd be 16 plus another 4 would be 20. And then. I think it's just 20 then.
Plus 5 from your wisdom modifier, so 25.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So never mind, take 25 health.
Cool. Vapos is suddenly feeling much, much better.
Excellent.
Thank you very much. I hope that I didn't tax you too greatly with that healing spell.
You're good.
Well, it is greatly appreciated, all the same.
She gives you a grin. Or as close to a grin as she can give you. It's pretty close.
Vapos will give you a small bow.
I don't know if it's so much a matter of having enough time as not knowing where we can be safe down here. Svapos, you said they're essentially trapping us down here. Is that right?
Yes, they are. I may have misheard them, but I don't think I did. But they seem to suggest that they were going to leave us to our own devices on this floor, and they expected that whatever dangers lurk on this level would likely be enough to kill us.
Great. So from the looks of it, we've got a whole assortment of doors. So we've got the one that we went up through. We've got a couple back from the way we came. We've got the 2 doors with the weirdy triangle things. The door that has something weird behind it, through it, and coffins. And then the other 2 down at the bottom. We have so many options, guys. Probably too many.
There is also the matter of this new armor and weapons to allocate.
Yeah. I'm assuming Maver's taking the armor because it matches her cool axe.
Yes, please.
Cool, it's settled.
Does anyone who knows a little bit more about arcane matters know what these boots do?
Insert Nico here, I guess.
Wow. Like, this is like the one thing Thrasher apparently knows.
Okay. So are you are what you're doing right now is rolling because you want to do a quick scan of the boots rather than taking an hour to identify them. So
what really is happening is Thrasher was over there probably gnawing on a femur or something, and Bref asks, do any magic-y people know what's up with these boots? And so yeah, Thrasher takes like a quick look at the boot that is on the leg he's gnawing on.
Okay. So these boots taste like 16.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't expect the roll. It was mostly a joke roll because I expected it to be like a 3.
Well, you did get a 3, but you also got a 16, which is what counts. The Thrasher was in the fight. He noticed Gisela was able to fly like a short distance, but had to land. And that's what the boots of the Flying Leap do. They let you fly 60 feet, but you have to land.
You fly badly with them. Like, you fly, but then you come back down.
I mean, I'm a bird and I fly and I come back down. Does that mean I fly badly?
Yay, Bella! Bella!
Yes.
Bella! Bella, you made it? Don't hear you.
Okay.
Oh,
great.
we heard you.
Wait, no,
We heard that.
We got
yeah.
you.
There you are.
Yay!
We'll see.
Um,
Goes. I've got a child falling asleep on me watching Woody for the third time today.
yes, Toy Story has made an appearance. Bella, during the recap, I just went over that you and Draco found evidence of a draconic dragon magic here, and also that it was your spell that dealt the killing blow to Gisela.
Interesting.
Indeed. Okay. And while I've already interrupted everybody, thank you, Taladar, for subscribing at Tier 1. Much appreciated, my friend. Please continue, everybody. Oh, yes. I just told Matt, just told Frasher that those are the boots of the Flying Leap, as he did a quick check. It has now been 2 minutes since the end of the fight. You've dusted yourselves off. You've cast healing spells, or a healing spell. You've started examining items.
Somebody's taking the cool sword, right?
That's what I was wondering. Does anyone besides me really fight with a melee weapon?
You've seen Frasher summon a longsword occasionally, but it's not like his normal thing.
I mean, anyone who doesn't have their melee weapon enhanced by cool green armor.
I think we should take it anyways, and just like later, if we need to, we can sell it, or we can keep it, or we can.
Oh no, I would use it.
Yeah, like
I
Ref
just don't
should
want to
take
call dibs if someone else wants it.
I think you're the only one.
Bella, and only Bella, please make a perception roll. As it
Uh-oh.
is now 3 minutes since the end of the fight. Bella, did you catch that? Man, she is having technical problems. All right, well, we'll come back to that. Who grabbed the sword?
I did.
You grasp the black metal longsword. When you pick it up, it leaves a kind of a black trail of liquid on the ground. And you heft it up. It has these distressing markings along its length, and it has this kind of Damascus steel water pattern along the blade that also forms shapes that look like words. Somewhat incongruously, the pommel is an iron flower or daisy blossoming out. But curled into the ironwork is a kind of a sugar skull face in the middle of the flower, the iron flower.
Well, I guess it's good to know that they celebrate Fantasy Dia de Muertos here.
Bella, you're back. Could you make a perception roll, please?
Yes, sorry, she keeps turning my stuff off. I'll just type roll. Jesus, roll 20 is giving me problems. I'll roll it as soon as I can.
Okay, there's no rush, actually. Pray continue, everybody.
Do I get any weird vibe from the sword? Like, having experienced multiple curses and/or possessions, like it's clearly.
Do I detect a note of hope? Like, are you hoping that it's cursed? Is that what's happening right now?
Look, it is my goal to collect as many status effect icons on my character as I possibly can. So,
on a scale, on the scale from Dark God to Lycanthrope, where's this thing come in?
Bref, as you have to, it is extremely well balanced, even magically so. And its blade is so sharp that it almost goes invisible at the edge. And it supernaturally drips with a black liquid. But no, you don't feel cursed.
Excellent.
Yet.
If I remember mechanically, once per round, it does an attack dealing double damage and can explode with 5d6 poison damage.
I think you're incorrect about the double damage. Let me double check.
I very well may be.
Oh yeah, no, it does. Yeah, it rolls double the dice for a longsword. So it's only once per round you can make this attack. But it does double the dice, and 5d6 poison damage. But you have to declare it before you make the attack.
Cool. And if it misses...
Wait, hang on. Why am I telling you this? You guys did... Well, okay. You take the time... You observed it in combat. So you know what it does. But you would have to attune to it to make it work.
Awesome.
And I don't know how many things you have attuned right now.
Well, I mean, I have my other weapon, so I imagine I would swap it out.
That's if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, no pluses to hit, none of that stuff.
Nope.
Cool.
I rolled my perception and I got a 13.
Okay. Bella, you can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel there's music in the air. A rhythm. But you can't... It's like it's sub-hearing. You feel it vibrating in your musical bones.
Alright. Guess I don't really know what to do about it right now. I say, does anybody else hear anything? Like a very, very, very low bass line?
Perception. Can't say I do.
I'm afraid not, but perhaps it's something that only you can hear?
Well, I've never really encountered that before, but maybe.
Well, your dad's supposed to be in here somewhere, right? So maybe he's trying to contact you or something. I don't know. He's a bard. I don't know what birds do. Birds make music.
All right. Well, maybe we could. I'm gonna reactivate locate person and continue concentrating on it.
Oh, you're gonna cast it again?
Yep.
Okay. You are.
I mean, I can keep it active for like an hour at least, I think. So.
Okay. You're not getting a hit.
All right.
What next?
Are we gonna take a rest?
I'm personally feeling much more refreshed at this point, but if the rest of you want to take a rest, then I would not be opposed.
While you guys are discussing this, Typha is trying to rifle through that sarcophagi room. Having seen that molted skin, she's like, ooh, fellow molters in there. She's trying to dig around. Does she see anything else?
She does. Typha, you're going to have to climb into that room and squeeze between the narrow spaces of the thickly stacked sarcophagi. And as you can see in the dark, you are finding more and more strange things. On top of one lid, a richly carven sarcophagus lid, you find more piles of shed skin, but these have been treated and rolled and bear arcane runes which glimmer darkly.
Typha, for some reason, really wants to impress Nico. So she picks them up, just seeing that, oh, probably magic. And she'll shuffle down.
Make a perception roll.
Okay.
You are going to have to climb fully into that room.
She does, though. She's not the smartest. 21.
Also, you note that you are damaged and poisoned after the boss.
Oh, shit, I didn't notice I was
You're
poisoned.
no longer poisoned, though.
Okay.
Have faded by now. A raspy, slithering sound you can faintly hear from just on the other side of a stack of sarcophagi in the room with you. There's something else in here with you in the dark.
Hang on, I'm trying to see what languages I speak. She's gonna call out in Draconic and just say, hellos?
Interesting.
Okay. Thrasher actually does speak Draconic, so that's cool. So, hearing her talking to someone in Draconic, Thrasher's probably gonna, investigate a little bit.
So you're, right. Okay. So the rest of you are discussing a rest while Typha is doing this. And, Typha, you hear this and you say hello in Draconic. And the voice responds. A voice responds in common. Derek, is that you? It has been a long, long time. And this thing slithers into view. This long, green, scaly thing with a humanoid face at the end of it. It wriggles out from a crack in the side of one of the coffins, and it looks into your eyes with its own eerie vertical slit yellow ones. You are not Derek. Oh.
No, but I'm still a friend.
She gives her best smile.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
There we go.
Shit.
You are a grave robber. And yeah. Roll initiative. The rest of you are hearing this, but you won't roll initiative until they've done a round. Hang on a second. There you go.
Hey guys, do you hear that screaming? Wait. Where's Typha?
Is Thrasher close enough to be in initiative order, or?
Yeah, Thrasher was alerted because she said hello in Draconic, so you can roll too. You heard that voice. You can't see Typha. She has climbed. I didn't make her roll because it was out of combat, but she has squeezed and climbed in as I described. Also, she's small. Into this just mess of stacked up sarcophagi. That isn't the right number. So, Typha, you see it sort of tensing and baring its snake-like fangs in its humanoid, scaly face, and magical essence thrums through its body as though it is about to speak some words of power. What would you like to do?
Okay, well, I've got 2 questions.
Maybe bite you. We'll see.
One is, using her knowledge of the natural world, would she say that this creature is a beast?
You have proficiency in nature?
Yes.
This thing is a monstrosity.
Okay. My next question is, how high up am I?
I think you mean how high are you? But you are... Why does that matter?
Well, it's going to affect if I try jumping down.
It's not about... I mean, you are somewhat up there, but you are in, like... You are in double difficult terrain. You are... it is a squeezy mess of stacked stone coffins, some of which are cracked open. No prizes for guessing what happened to the bodies inside. and other things. So it's really, you know, you don't really have a place you could jump down.
Okay. So if I was to double dash, you were saying that this is like triple difficult terrain.
Correct.
So would I be looking at thirding my movement speed?
Pretty much.
Okay, so it would be 20.
Also, you're right up in this thing's grill. Its head and body just kind of forced its way out of a crack in the side of a stone sarcophagus.
Okay. Thinking about my options here. Grovel, cower, and beg seems very appropriate, but more for flavor than anything. Sorry. Was not expecting this.
All right,
This
you
is
won
very-
the initiative order, so you have the opportunity to do something about it.
Huh. Okay, I think... Shit. I think she's just gonna dash. She's gonna use all of her movement to try to get back out of this room.
You're not casting. Oh no, Frasher just clicked that. Okay, so
Yeah, that was an accident,
she's
sorry.
gonna dash, so she will provoke.
Crap, that's a good point. Can I evade? I forget if that's an option in this edition.
Yeah, you can disengage as your action.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to disengage and just use my movement speed.
What's your movement?
My movement's 30. So I'm assuming just 10 feet. She kind of squeezes down.
Yep. So describe. I mean, you'll make it out of the room with that. So describe what happens, because you're gonna. Well, actually, no, you won't. Yes, you will, because you're gonna. Crasher will probably help you out of the room. Crasher won't block your path.
She only has to get to like 7 feet from the ground, and then he can just grab her and.
Yeah. So you'll make it into Frasher's space. So just could you describe what happens a little bit?
Oh yeah, I mean, she's looking at this thing like absolute deer in the headlights, like rat before the cobra. She's just like, oh my god, and she just absolutely squiggles her way through every crack and crevice that she can find to as quickly get out of the space as she came. She doesn't care if she brings the scrolls with her or not. She's just in a deadbeat run away from this thing.
Okay. So, leaving it behind, Typha is like, ah! And kind of falls on top of Frasher. So you guys are both kind of tangled up at the moment. If there were to be a continuing combat. Everyone else can roll initiative now. Oh, no, wait. No, you can't. We're going to do a full round here first. So Typha just bursts from the room. You are a grave robber. You are not my friend Derek. And the green face bursts forth from the room into the relatively well-lit room, dim light of the chamber of Gisela.
Jeez, is that how big it is? It's like a large creature?
It's a large creature. And as you guys are all tangled up in the same space, its long forked tongue will flicker out. And it will call forth a spell.
So it starts to cast something.
It's casting it right now. A vertical column of flame.
Okay, so hang on. So counterspell is
Erupts.
verbal only.
And immediately fizzles potentially. You are going to have to...
Yeah, I don't know how casting while like tangled up, but it is verbal only, so it's like
yeah, so it won't be a problem. Okay, this is a higher than 3rd level spell, and I assume you cast counterspell at 3rd level.
Yeah, that's everything's at 3rd level.
So you are going to have to make.
He makes a save, I think.
Oh, I thought you made a caster level check or something.
No, you.
Oh,
you
I
make
make
that.
the roll. Okay, yeah. Hang on, sorry. And it's just raw ability.
Raw ability. How charismatic is Frasher?
Not especially. So it's
Frasher's
probably
all
gonna be.
freaked out. He is like, counterspell! And then it doesn't work. The fiery runes wick around, forming a sort of a runic circle around you two. Then this column of flame erupts, ripping through the floor and the ceiling above you guys. I'm going to need the two of you to make... And by the way, Bref is just out of the area of this. Wait, hang on, maybe he's not. Yeah, Bref is just at the edge of this runic circle of column of flame. As it strikes, and you guys are going to need to make a saving throw, a dexterity saving throw, Typha and Frasher with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, those aren't great.
You.
So this is how he died.
Yeah. Cooked by a snake with a face of a man. Did not see that coming.
You are going to take... That's like the best I've ever rolled. Holy crap.
You know, yeah, that's probably pretty accurate, Max. That's probably the best you've ever rolled.
Typha, what's your max
That's
HP? 52. Frasher, what's your max HP?
Yeah.
40 something.
Oh, you're at max.
No, I'm 2 down. 42 is my max.
Oh, okay.
I'm currently at 30.
I'm so sorry.
So this column of fire does 19 points of fire damage and 19 points of radiant damage to each of you.
I have 2 hit points.
I'm -4.
So Frasher is like, just blackened, holding
Yep.
Typha, who now lies unconscious in like almost the Looney Tunes ash,
Yeah.
form, absolutely ruined, but not instantly killed, critically.
Well, that was interesting.
That's okay, I'm
Although
gonna
it was,
molt this off. The char will just come right out.
Akira's gonna go, oh no. And are we still in combat, or?
It's Frasher's turn.
Yeah. So is Frasher holding Typha at this point? Is that like a reasonable?
I'll let you decide. Yeah, you can hold her or you can drop her. It's fine.
Okay. I think he's gonna disengage. He's out of spell slots, so
Oof.
yeah. Gonna take the, what is it? It's disengage, right? Is the action?
Correct.
Yeah, so he'll do that, and then carry/drag Typha as far away in a straight line as he can.
I'm sorry, guys. I forgot that Max is brutal if you do dumb shit. I'm so sorry.
How inconvenient is carrying Typha for my movement speed?
We'll say your halved movement.
Okay.
But you do get away from that
Yeah, so
room.
he gets to like there probably.
Okay. Everyone else may now roll initiative. You can see the green scaly face peeking out, its eyes darting around. So there! Stay away from Derek's room. This is my charge. I am its guardian. Olin Korslach Hiru Uriel Sirun Alena Yelafana. Does anyone understand Celestial?
Because it sounds like it's both snake handling and speaking in tongues. So we're in like some hardcore Pentecostal right now.
Are you sure it's not parcel tongue?
Celestial snake. Whack.
Oh, we lost Bella, huh?
Yeah, too many technical problems, I think.
Okay, I'll deal with that in a second. Mavra. Mavra, you go first. So you react to this situation.
Can I just ask it if we stay away, does that mean we're good? Because he's like, just stay away, so...
Yeah. You're asked, yes? What do you say?
So if we leave that room alone, are we good? You gonna stay in there?
Stay back.
Okay.
I'm warning you.
The sad charred meatloaf that is Typha has a question.
I'm just gonna back up a little bit then. I mean, I know I'm far away anyway, but...
Okay. Okay, so Typha keeps... Typha, can you make a death save, please?
Sure. For purposes of Roll20, I'm assuming it's the Roll20 macro.
Correct.
It's also on your character sheet.
Oh shit! Hang on, no, I rolled for Kuri somehow. That's not right. But I rolled
Hey.
a 20.
Yeah, you didn't roll a d20. You just rolled a 20.
God damn it!
Why does it let you do that?
Rolling 20. Check.
Oh fuck me!
Okay. Alright, you record that. Vapos, figure out what you want to do. I'm going to give Rosie my phone.
All right.
See, I'm liking the idea of backing up and leaving the snake in peace. At least until we find Derek.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe somebody else could convince it they're Derek.
See,
Yeah,
this
that
is when we
real dumb. Why does it let you do that?
Yeah.
We just don't know.
Yeah, this is when we need the bard.
I think it's just part of their math because you can add static numbers to dice, like a d8 plus 1. And so if you just have a 1, then it still treats it as that same thing. Like rolling 0 dice plus 1.
And now on the plus side, if you remember, he said that the fire column actually broke through the ceiling. So now we have a way back up.
Hey, how about that?
Well, we want to go down.
Didn't he say it also broke through the floor? I forget.
Possibly?
Possibly.
We'll have to check. I feel like you would have fallen if that were the case.
I mean, that would have been great. Frasher has 2 hit points left from whatever it is and falls like 10 feet and dies.
I mean, it would have been a very Frasher death.
Yep. Goodness knows he would have rolled another natural 20 on his death save and popped right back up.
Well, that's what I thought Lindsay had done. The 20, I thought you'd actually rolled it, and so it was like, hey, you're back.
Mm-hmm. If only it worked that way.
I still don't understand why I'm rolling for my snake friend. That's not even on the map, but
That's just what your roll 20 is set to be rolling as. If you there's a little drop down underneath the.
I see it. Thank you.
There you go.
Wait, I can also roll for Fracture.
If you have control of a character, then you can roll as that character.
Being a dad and a dungeon master. Alright. Vapos, what do you want to do?
Vapos is going to.
You gonna take Maver's lead?
He wants to make sure that his new scaly friends who just got set on fire are okay. So he's probably going to dash and basically try to leap across, essentially going kind of like this.
Okay.
To catch up to them so that he can support them as he needs to, but he's still staying well away from the entrance. He's just kind of in a ready stance.
Well, he can certainly traverse those jumps with ease. Okay, so Vapos is there and in a ready stance. All right.
Yep.
If Frasher needs a hand, you'll certainly be able to give him assistance.
Cool. That's all I got.
Okay. The creature says, I am Sethej, and you will stay back. Yes. So as it sees Bref nodding, and perhaps Bella supporting as well, it will cast another spell. And its body seems to shift and change, becoming slicker, sleeker and more slippery. And then it slips back into the sarcophagus room and out of sight. But it seems to be moving more easily between the coffins. All right. Would anybody else like to do anything else combat related?
Kiri would like to do something not combat related, but like
Okay.
kind of opposite of combat, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because holy.
Okay. Well, we'll end combat there then. What would you like to do?
She'd like to go heal those two.
Go for it.
Real fast. Oh dear. I'm running real low on spells. Okay, first of all, she's gonna hit. She's gonna. Sorry, Typha. She's gonna hit Typha with a Spare the Dying, just so we don't have to worry about rolling death saves anymore.
Sure. Typha, you're gonna survive.
Yeah. You're probably gonna hurt, but like he'll live. And then Kiri's gonna ask everyone, do you guys think we have like 10 minutes or so to like so I can do a quick little thingy?
I don't think we have much other choice.
Cool. Then yeah. Sorry, let me read up on the spell again.
Typha learned a valuable lesson today. Not all scaly things are friends.
Have we established if there's anything weird or magic-y about the water? Because Frasher's thinking he got burned, probably should go in the water.
I don't know that anyone's been in the water.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't deal 2 points of damage.
Well, you did swim in here, but other than that,
I mean in this particular batch of water.
I think we've had people in the water enough.
Max, when they're looking at Typha's sad little form, I'm assuming if she had the scrolls with her, they're just burned. Is that accurate?
I thought you said you dropped them.
I said
thought you
if
said you
I
dropped
did.
them.
She just scrambled like mad.
I thought you said you dropped them.
I left that up to you. I said, if she needs to, whatever, she does whatever she can to move as quickly as possible.
Okay. We'll say that you have. We'll say that you have. There were about 10 scrolls. So roll a d10. You got away with 1.
Okay. Whoever wants to pull that from her charred little claws can have it.
That means there are at least 9 more scrolls and other materials in there amongst the sarcophagi.
Good thing Draco's not online today.
Yeah. Alright, so Kiri's gonna settle herself down. She's actually gonna hold like Typha in her lap. She's gonna settle herself down and she's gonna say, hey, if any of you guys hurt, I've got room for, she counts, 3 more.
Oh, I'll step out. I'm doing okay.
Okay. Then she'll get Mavra and Bella in on this. If you all want to step in within 30 feet, I think it is what it is. 30 feet.
Okay.
Alright, and then 10 minutes later, you'll get, because Beacon of Hope is definitely faded by now. You guys are gonna get Sorry. Let me roll. $17 HP back, and then for everyone, which isn't great, but we'll live. And then Thrasher, you are going to get another 14 back.
Nice.
Gary doles out the healing. Meanwhile, the flow of water sounds all around you.
Guys, you really need to be careful. I'm running low. Anyways, hi Typho, welcome back.
Well, what do we want to do then? If we're, I feel like we should be continuing to explore this area if we can, but I don't want to overly tax our cleric.
I do think we should keep exploring because, like, we need to find Bella's dad, and then we'll be fine. We'll just have to be careful. Besides, we've got Bella and Typho back. They can help out.
Well, we definitely know one way not to go. Now we just have to figure out a better way.
And it looks like there's 2 doors up there that we can't go through either. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 doors. Thankfully, not more doors. But we can walk to them.
There's also the guy who's now on his knees over here weeping.
That's right, we glossed over him completely. Let's continue doing
He's
that.
still there.
Oh, I completely forgot he was there.
Yep.
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 I kind of want to peek into this room that Mabra has been drawn to.
Go for it.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself.
For the sake of marching formation, I'm going to say Typha is like second to last, just because of how much HP I've lost.
Vapos will follow Mavra in.
Well, Mabra's not going in yet. She's just kind of peeking in there.
Akiri's sitting on top of the columns because she can.
Given what happened the last time someone peeked into a door, Vapos is staying close.
Okay. This room has been calling to you, and there are dwarven runes carved all over the walls and into each of these steps. There's this kind of shallow set of staircases lined with these tremendous sarcophagi. And there is a label over the archway of this room which reads Chamber of the Drowned Seers. There are all these seers who died by drowning in Westhead and along the coast. You read from the dwarven runes, and they are, or it's runes. It's writing in a dwarven script, and it is, and each of these seers now lines the walls of this chamber. They are from various time periods. But you definitely feel a sense of awe and fascination, not least because of the most notable aspect of the room, which is that up this sort of two stairways curling around here on a kind of on this part of the floor up high. Is this gigantic floating bluish orb swirling with this translucent bluish energy like glowing seawater or a storm in a glass, in a gigantic glass sphere 5 feet across. And it shimmers, and you feel like you can glimpse shapes within it, and you feel a certain interest in... you feel you might be able to see more if you were to observe more closely.
I think I'm gonna go in just a little more, see if I can see it, but still be a safe distance from it.
Okay. You cautiously walk into the room, and as you step up on that first step, the runes that I mentioned carved into the steps go, and they start glowing.
Avra, be careful!
You feel a certain tingle in the air.
Do the runes say the same thing? Have I already read those runes?
Yeah, it tells the story of that these are the drowned seers.
Do I see anything in the orb?
It's kind of 10 feet above you, right up these two sets of stairs. They kind of curl around. Like this floor is 10 feet higher than where you are now. No.
Okay, I go up there.
Every step on a stair causes that stair's runes to glow. Increasing in power and brightness as you get higher up. And as you cross up onto that topmost level, crackling lightning erupts along the walls and ceiling, kind of swirling around you and kind of drawing closer. What do you want to do?
Can I see anything in the orb now? Is it just like...
You sense you're going to have to reach out and touch it. Actually, you can see images moving within it, but they don't mean anything yet. Just people.
Okay, I reach out very cautiously and just kind of very lightly touch it with a finger.
The orb fills your vision, and you see things, shapes, memories, your own memories within it. You see Mavra growing up in the dark, lava-lit. I can't remember the name of the dwarven city at the moment. Dunheim, something like that. Something Delve or something like that. You see the clouds and the waters flowing back and forth. The rest of you see the trap fully activate and strike her with electricity, but Maver, at the moment, you don't feel anything. But one, you can see, you can choose one past event that you can now view.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, is that from her own past or through like the entire history of this realm?
You can choose any past event that you can now view.
So would that involve the creation of the pink chill?
You would like to view the creation of the pink chill.
I think so.
I mean, we know there's a demon involved, so there's that.
What about viewing the one guy who managed to cure the pink chill? Maybe there's
Oh.
one of them in
I
there.
don't think that's
Does it have to be from the past?
usually past it.
Oh yeah, you said past event.
That's right.
Can't think of anything else that might help figure out more about the pink chill and how to get rid of it.
Yeah, you are making me pull up some deep lore here. Hang on a second.
Excellent.
It's several folders deep, but I have it. Just hang on a second. You, first of all, you see coming through the clouds and the flowing energy in the orb, a vision that makes you immediately regret, at least partly, your choice. Because you see the visage of a demon prince. The cast out, the outcast Balvroxos. And you see Balvroxos with his 1,000 eyes and tongues, his horns and spines protruding from all over his horribly twisted, bloated body, the buboes hanging off of his mouth, nursing these tremendous smoking wounds dealt to him by his mortal enemy Asmodeus. And you see him striking a deal you see him battling. Even as his wounds are healing, with the ancient dwarf lords known as the Dead Kings. And you see him you see him striking a deal for power. In order to survive on the mortal realm. Deals with any and all who would listen, who would seek his power. Zendrig, champion of the Red. Lord Rothdal. And others. And out of all of that, he summons forth the Pink Chill. From a twisted being with tentacles for a mouth, an illithid, who invents this disease in the mortal realm and that sends power to Balvroxos. And you watch as this illithid, this slimy, tentacle-mouthed entity, deep in a lab below Deldam, invents this disease, and with the Demon Prince's help, sends it forth throughout the land. Deldam, the deep dwarven city, below the Mount Berdiak Peak, deep, deep below where even the dwarves dare tread, lies this lab and its altar to the Demon Prince. And that is the invention of the Pink Chill. The crackling energy blasts you with lightning. You sustain 21 points of damage and are flung out of the out of viewing of the orb as the runes power down.
Maeve, are you okay?
Maver's
I don't
just...
think so.
Oh, okay.
Akiri's... Oh, this is such a bad idea. Akiri's gonna hop, skip, and a jump, peek inside. Maeve, are you good in there?
No, I'm not.
Great. Cool. Said out of character and or muttered under her breath. Take your pick.
I'm gonna run in there.
Prep.
My friend's not okay.
Bref, as you run in, you feel this energy, and you too see if you step on the steps, the runes power up on that step.
Bref, forgive me for intruding, but it might be wisest if you stay out of that room for the moment.
Maver said she's not okay. I need to make sure she gets out of there.
I understand that, but I'm also seeing that these runes are powering up as you're taking steps in, and the last time that happened, lightning struck. So perhaps it might be wiser for you to retreat for the moment.
I'm not leaving without Mavra.
I slowly walk out.
Maver, are you okay?
The thing is below my home.
What?
What created the pink chill is below my home.
Okay. How'd you figure that out?
That orb in there, it showed me.
Huh. Well, I guess if you were gonna make something that hurts dwarves only, you would put it under a sleep.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not exactly familiar with with this pink chill. Is that something that is relevant to our mission, or is it best explained later?
It's a disease that is killing dwarves. And
Ah.
sends power to a demon.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
If you knows where it comes from, can you beat it?
That's what I'm hoping.
We already knew that was from a demon lord, Belvroxus, but now we know where it was made. Do you think that's still there, though?
That's a good question. I guess we'd have to go find out.
You might remember some of your dream. Where you saw in the forge room in Deldam, the volcanic forge, your mother battling these twisted creatures that looked like lesser forms of this illithid.
Do I remember when that was?
Well, that was in a dream.
I mean, obviously we have a lot we need to take care of, but sometime after we find your dad, Bella, I think we might have to head wherever your home is, Mavrin. Do what we can to save you. We just have a lot of dads that need saving. Yeah, mostly dads, though. I think it's mostly dads. It's like 90% dads at this point. I'm not great at math, but I think that's right.
Mine certainly doesn't. Oh, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Vamos.
Sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Once again, I'm very glad that I made him mostly just an individual.
Sypha will kind of pull the skull on her head down tighter.
So, do you guys want to try to send someone else to view another past event? Do you want
Yes.
to go through a different door? Do you want to try to talk to the weeping guy, Montgomery Seals? Do you want to? What else do you want to do? There's a few
Sypha
other
is not
options.
smart enough to suggest this, but I think it would be very, very smart for us to use it to figure out where Lord Rothdahl is keeping his phylactery.
Someone who has enough health.
That too.
I was gonna send Akiri in there to begin with. Because I had a thought. But I'm not sure she could take 2 hits of it.
Well, you can fly up there, can't you? But then again, I don't know that then it'll charge the orb the way
It's true.
it'd be worth
I
a
mean,
shot.
Actually,
Brett?
you know what? Let's try flying up there first and seeing what happens. Maybe it does something, maybe it doesn't. We'll see. So Akiri's gonna do her typical hop, skip, and a jump up here.
So, rather than walking up the stairs as Maver did, which
I
would
used
cause
the third
runes to
dimension.
glow and charge up, you simply fly up there. So the runes never charge up, and the trap never triggers.
Excellent.
You are now
Do I-
stood before the orb in the chamber
Cool.
of drowned seers.
And I get to ask, and I get to see one event in the past, correct?
You reach out and touch the orb. It fills your vision with clouds and flowing ocean waves and flowing energy. And you can view any one past event.
Excellent. Akiri wants to see what happened to that one sword that Sezek is on the lookout for. I'm making you deep dive into the lore again, aren't I? It was Dawnbreaker, wasn't it? I think it was Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker.
It was like Duskbreaker and Dawnbreaker things.
I think that lore might be in my file on Taurine. Where you first met Sezek. That is interesting. Did he not tell you the legend?
He did, but I want to see what happened, where that.
Oh, where it ended up.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping
A
for.
past event. It's pretty unspecific. Okay. I guess that's pretty fair. The past event of its where it got placed, how it got placed in its current resting place, or when it got placed in its current resting place.
Yes.
That makes sense. Why can I not find it right now? Hang on one second, guys. Just having a moment here while I try to call up that file. Nope. Not there. You guys asking the deep lore stuff, man. Amazing.
Just so you know, Vapos is next.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. This has got to be it. Or was he at Arkney? Oh, he was at Arkney, not Taurine, right?
The place of the library, because he was looking for stuff. This was like
Arkney in the library of Ibelgruger.
It's been a while.
That's an entirely different document. Okay. The Legend of Dayslayer and Nightslayer. The twin swords that seek the destruction of one another across the centuries. Okay. Right.
I both hate and love that laugh things.
Okay. Okay. You view a past event. That comes forth through the swirling clouds. You see how it got to its current resting place. You see an Aarakocra, a female Aarakocra, a raven, who just looks incredible. With this wild white pattern of feathers across her black feathers. And she looks crazed. She has these wide eyes, and she's also 7 feet tall. And she's carrying this sword, the Dayslayer, that causes this cloud of night to follow her wherever she carries it. You are seeing Kira the Mad, Queera, Kira the Mad, winging her way across the land.
Sorry, could you spell that one more time?
Queera, Kira the Mad, winging her way across the land towards the Mountain of Eternal Sun, where she will fatefully face down the wrath of her ancient enemy, Avamorn. Dacio. The leader who has survived all this time. But before he found her beneath that mountain, before that fateful event, where Dacio won his legendary weapon, Nightslayer, you see Kira hiding the Dayslayer. Within an egg. She plunges the sword into an egg. An egg that somehow magically contains this blade. The eggs twin. There are only 2 eggs in this nest. Would later grow up to become a legendary swordwing in her own right. Drekhigul, a peacock Aarakocra. And she always carried that egg with her where'er she went, and passed it down through the matrilineal line of her people to this very day, where you see a peacock Aarakocra, whom you have seen before in dreams, carrying the egg with her as she journeys. As it is now being carried by Alarka. And you see her walking. Along the tall mountains and tower known as White Peak.
The Swordwing stronghold, isn't it?
That is what you view. And then the orb throws you out. And becomes dull and diffuse in your sight.
Cool. Kiri's gonna... a little shaken. She's gonna gather herself. And hop down here and say, wow. That was cool. That was crazy. Huh. Do you guys need me to ask it anything else? He's processing.
I have a question, Max.
Yep.
So if this sarcophagus is here right by that platform. If you were to jump up on that sarcophagus and then climb, can you bypass the stairs?
You can.
Thank you. What were you gonna ask, Jeremy?
Well, that was pretty much going to be my plan as well, because I wanted to go next. I was just going to say to Akiri, yes, there is something that I would like to see, but I think it would be best if I viewed it myself. If you don't mind, I may need a bit of space.
Nope, that's fine. She's still processing.
And then, Vapos is basically he wants to try to jump up onto the sarcophagus from the doorway, basically trying not to step on the floor of the room at all.
Okay. Well, you have proficiency in acrobatics.
Yes, I do,
Okay.
and athletics.
Very nice. Then you scramble up the there with a boost, no problem.
Okay, cool.
You reach out and touch the orb.
I would like to see the moment when the Whisperer became one of the Nethros.
Deep lore tonight, Max.
You give us the ability to see the past? Gonna use it.
Okay. Okay. Now that is interesting. The moment the Whisperer... Okay. Chorobitha, the Whisperer. By the way... Now you find that out. She became one of the Nethros. When she became... Is that what you said?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. You see a woman, somewhat older, stern of face, using sorceress powers. To speed through an infinite blue water on the elemental plane of water. She is determined. Determined to take the heart of water from its hiding place where the dusk of the Dark Six hid it millennia ago. You watch as she uses her sorceress power to defeat or destroy one puzzle and monstrous guardian after another. A kraken, a water elemental the size of a continent, a demon, and a sea dragon. Hi, Nico.
Hi, everybody.
We're still in this room? Actually, we're more in this room now. Let me just finish my thought. And finally, she grasps it. The heart of the deep blue. And takes it within herself. It almost destroys her. But she survives. However, the entire elemental plane is now coming for her. Coming to destroy her. The goddess, Aphisti, appears. Something you can barely comprehend in your vision. Comes to destroy the Whisperer. But Chorobitha mutters something and enters a circle of stones where the heart of blue had been hidden, and opens a ley line gate and enters it and escapes, going to a place where even the eyes of the gods cannot see what she is doing. And she gets away, carrying the elemental essence and power of water with her, leaving behind only whispers. Then you are thrown out of the orb in the chamber of drowned seers.
Okay. Vapos is going to jump down, exit the room, and basically he's just kind of muttering to himself, just like, how on earth am I supposed to fight against that?
Draco, long story short, you guys have discovered an orb guarded by a lightning trap in the Chamber of Dead Seers that lets you view any single past event.
Neat.
Yeah, we're making Max dig up the deep lore for us today. Also, if you run
Ooh.
straight up the steps, you get hurt, so we're avoiding those.
Okay. Has everyone else looked into the orb?
Not everyone.
Only three of us have so far. Mavra, myself, and we just finished Vapus's.
Cool beans.
Also, the
Yeah.
northern sarcophagus room definitely does not contain a celestial snake person that that also has a bunch of possibly magical scrolls inside.
Yeah, there are definitely not at least 9 scrolls in there, so there's no need to go check.
That's
think,
definitely that's such an oddly specific thing to say.
Kate's gonna
Yeah,
Kate's gonna
they're
join us
definitely
since
magic,
she's having
but,
technical
like,
problems.
Don't go in there.
Yeah, for the last couple of minutes here.
Because that thing could probably win.
So, in the Chamber of Dead Seers, you guys are able to view any past event if you avoid the lightning trap.
Hi, Kate.
Guards it.
Hello.
So far, Mavra was first in.
Okay.
She discovered how the trap worked for everybody else. They should be thanking Mavra. But she viewed the creation of the pink chill.
Oh damn.
Akiri viewed the last resting place, or how it got put in the last resting place of the Dayslayer, the twin sword of the leader of her Swordwings organization that Sezig was seeking. And Vapos just viewed how Chorobitha became the Whisperer. How the Whisperer became a member of the Netheros. Also, Corey, when I said continent, I meant mountain, but hopefully that's still this.
That's still plenty terrifying. Yes.
Yes.
That's pretty different.
Yes.
There is a difference there. Doesn't change how Vapos reacts.
Good. Okay. So everybody's kind of taking a turn, bypassing the trap, which is triggered by walking up the stairs. So they're climbing up the side here, and going in. And when you touch the orb, you can view any past event.
Creepy.
Would you like to do one?
Sure.
Any one past event.
Sorry, one more question about
Sure.
this.
Yeah.
Does it have to be on this world?
You don't know that
Funky.
until you try.
Okay.
Someone else
Could
go
I-
ahead,
oh,
so
go
I
ahead.
guess- No, I was going to say someone else go ahead while I have a second to think.
Well, you could ask
Well-
Vapo. Vapos has some information pertaining to that Typha. In terms of on this world or not.
Thank you.
If I could offer a suggestion, perhaps we could view the time when your father was kidnapped and was interred here, and the place specifically when he was interred.
You know, you're like the third person to suggest that.
Yeah, I did. That did cross my mind. I just didn't.
I should hope so.
I just didn't want to waste the opportunity to, like, see this secret to the universe or something.
That was our thoughts exactly too.
I mean, it doesn't have to be Kate. I mean, I'll go in there and ask. I mean, not Kate. I'm. It's been a while, guys. It doesn't have to be Bella. I
Come on,
could
Rosie.
go in there.
Here we are.
Any one of us could go.
Mika, come on.
Any one of us could go in there and look at that.
kid just
Did
keeps
Rose
running
use
past the door,
bedtime?
not looking and listening.
You could use Frasher to ask that question because he doesn't have anything he wants to ask. But you would have to get the answer from him as well, which would be troubling.
Huh? Yep.
Wait, who are you calling grandfather?
One of you is her grandfather.
Who's that? Well, you've got Jeremy and Em and Nico and Lindsay. Who wants to go next? Because Bella's still thinking.
You know what? I actually don't have anything specific I want to look at. I'll go if no one else wants to. I'll go next.
Go up the
Please do.
stairs.
Okay, so I won't go up the stairs. I'll go up whatever way doesn't get me killed.
Climb a sarcophagus.
I'll climb a sarcophagus.
Okay. You do you have proficiency in athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics, yes.
You could try to kind of jump up there.
Okay.
And like pull yourself up.
Or not.
I was gonna say you don't have to roll, but you would probably need someone to assist you.
You gonna watch Pirates again?
Okay.
I'll help you out.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Ref takes the risk. She's all good.
Yeah, she's fine. She's got Neverland Pirates in.
Nice. Okay, Draco. You touch the orb. The swirling clouds and ocean waves part and reveal what? What any past event you would like to witness?
I would like to see the kidnapping. Well, not the kidnapping. I'm sorry. I would like to see the internment of Bella's father in this ziggurat, so that I can see the location of where he's being held, and if possible,
Oh, okay. I see.
how to basically the way to get into where he's being held. Basically, I want to see them bringing him to where he currently is and accessing his chamber and putting him in there.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Just have your on your
You would like to view the past event of his imprisonment.
Is imprisonment as in his imprisonment into where he currently is.
Yeah. Being thrown into whatever prison he is in. Okay. Draco, you see a white-haired woman. Not necessarily... She's kind of ageless. It's hard to determine her age. She is athletic and kind of beautiful in a startling sort of way. But she has a certain way about her, and she's followed by what is obviously a pirate crew. She comes into... you see her... walking through a ley line tunnel that is coterminous with the level of the Ushzak pyramid, level 6 of the Ushzak pyramid, the level just below this one. You guys are on.
We're on 5.
Don't peek. You're on. 5.
I'm sorry.
The
I
level
missed.
level 6 of the Ushzak pyramid.
Max,
which is-
I apologize. I missed the word you said previous. You said it is coterminous.
Coterminous, meaning it is in a dimension, a parallel dimension that overlays the material plane. It's coterminous with this reality. It's just like exactly the same, but just out of phase. And you remember hearing something about this in wizard school. And there's a small army of undead that awaits her as she drags as Captain Puck LeBlanc drags Eldan Enderal, a quite handsome for an old elf, through this labyrinth just below the level that you're on, and shifted over into this ley line, through this ley line gate. She drags him through it, and passes the ranked undead that sit patiently guarding this greenish, glowing orb of a prison in the center of the labyrinth, and tosses Eldan, who is blindfolded, into the orb over his eloquent protestations. And then you are thrown out of the orb.
All right, I will come back down and tell everybody what I saw.
Well, it's good to know that we're not too far. Not great to know that it's on another dimension.
There's like an actual goblin in the room with us.
Well, perhaps the means of getting there is on the 6th floor, so we might be able to gain access ourselves.
Yeah. I don't know very much about how ley lines work, but I guess we'll have to figure it out.
Thankfully, you have a wizard on your team, so hopefully I should be able to figure it out.
Who's that?
I have so many fireballs left.
Ouch. Who's next? Anybody else?
Taifa will go next if nobody else will.
All right.
Oh, she's so sad and decrepit that she pops up on the sarcophagus. And then
She's
onto
still
the
smoking after the flame attack that was triggered by
A little bit.
Guardian Naga of the sarcophagus storage room over there.
Luckily, her scales are already black, so it's not too bad looking. You can't
It's
really
a lot duller than normal.
The
And
swirling
more charged
clouds
looking.
and ocean waves part with energy to reveal what?
So, when she was young, Taifa II would always tell her the story of the burned spirit and how the burned spirit was the first king of the mire. But Taifa II also said the burned spirit came from another world. And Taifa this blew Taifa's mind. She could not understand where this thing came from, why it came, so on and so forth. So she wants to see when the burned spirit came to this world. You did this to yourself, man.
Apparently. That's what I get. Don't
Whoa.
peek.
I don't know how I could possibly get any information like that.
Yeah. Okay. when the bird spirit came to this world from that other world.
Yes,
Yes,
I mean, me
Rosie.
as a player, I'm trying to figure out, okay, did he pop out of a portal? Did he, like, are we talking about a different plane? Like, I'm trying to picture what
Typha,
happened.
you see in the orb a gigantic silver ship with silver sails spread wide to catch the currents of the aether in the astral plane. It sails through a tremendous gate, a waterfall of stars, and it's on fire, burning with some kind of black flame that eats and melts away the silver, even as it falls through our atmosphere on the material plane and crashes into the mistmire, where it slowly begins sinking. Two survivors walk out of the burning wreckage of the silver ship. Both of them are wrapped entirely in bandages from head to toe, and only their strange eyes indicate their strange amber and silver eyes are visible from within the wrappings and bandages. They also both carry these tremendous silver swords across their backs. As you watch, one of them, the taller of the two, pats out some of the black flame unsuccessfully, but sort of ignores it. A tough figure indeed. He turns to his companion, the other one wrapped in bandages, who is a little wiry and a little bit shorter. They shake hands and part ways. The burned spirit continuing on into the mire and applying new bandages that in the mist the black flame is eventually quenched, but a burnt smell continues to linger wherever he goes.
And does this figure look like under the bandages? Is it flat-faced? Does it have like a snout?
It has a strangely shaped nose. You see where the bandages have burned away. Kind of a flattish nose. Kind of a greenish skin. Not scaly. But it's wiry and thin, and looks very much like it has grown up in an environment with different gravity. And then you are thrown out of the orb. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next just so I can get her out of here.
Sure. I mean, it's fine.
Is it?
It's a little chaotic, but it's fine.
Okay, I'd like to see the moment when my axe was cursed. Like what was happening leading up to the curse and immediately after.
Could you repeat? I'm sorry.
I want to see the moment when my axe got trapped.
Ooh.
Like what happened, like the moment that it
That's
got
interesting.
trapped, and then like what happened immediately afterward. Just however much they'll show me.
I locked it.
Good job.
Let's go.
key with me right now. I'll have to find it. That's what treasure chests do. I can't just open them. We will open it, but I can't find the key right now, sweetheart. All right, why don't you go find the key? That's not a key. That's a panda.
That's a key.
Nope, panda.
A key.
Panda. Can't open treasure chests with a panda.
I can't open it.
Nope, not with that.
Key.
Nope.
Key.
What's his name again?
Can't open it. Can't open it.
Vadani. Right.
Key.
I love the
chill out,
bind.
Rosie. Rosie.
Go look for the key in Mama's bedroom. Go look for the key in my bedroom. Nope.
Let's go. Let's go.
She smacked her head. So. Okay.
The parenting is very intense right over here.
Aw, honey.
She so wanted to. This is how much of a goblin and D&D player she is. She so wanted to open this chest, this jewelry box chest, that she bumped her head, and that's why she's crying.
So she'd fit right in with our party.
She was kept
found the
shaking
trap.
it around.
Be patient for 1 second. Patient and we'll go over the chest, okay?
Sorry, everybody.
It's all right. She just rolled a natural one to detect traps.
Decided to scream as loud as possible right now. All right.
Yep, you too.
Vadani Kithreth, great bard of music, is playing a song on his guitar equivalent.
Okay.
On his mandolin.
Wonderwall.
He's playing Wonderwall so well that it's actually a good song, and it causes this ocean of people to just gasp with wonder as they hear the dulcet tones emanating from the crystal castle on the coast of the sea to the south.
Gasp with Wonderwall.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that is not the most impressive thing. Uncurling from this castle that looks like frozen water, this crystal castle, is a dragon. A blue-scaled dragon of tremendous size and power. And she deigns to lower her head, beguiled by Vadani's stunning song. And you watch as she begins to fall for the dragon falls in love with the mortal great bard of music as he plays his heart out for her. She invites him into the castle, where she transforms into, she shape changes into a humanoid form. And they spend days together, only to be discovered upon his return by the terrible eater of all, the great dragon. In the wrong file. Uzrothrax. So enraged by his mate, Arath Sarah's dalliance with this human. Elf, sorry. With this mortal man, that he tries to destroy them both, but she shields Vidani. She shielded Vidani Kithrath, and so Ulzrothrax was only able to curse him and trap him in this axe, which was his weapon that transformed into the musical instrument. Then the axe fell, and Ulzrothrax and Erithsera battled. Dragon magic being a terrible thing, Ulzrothrax was not able to directly battle her, but chose instead to destroy the island, or the peninsula, to which she was bound, that she had made her domain, and was also called by her name, Erithsera. He ate the roots of the island, causing it to sink beneath the sea, and taking Erithsera with it, and would have taken the axe as well, except it, of course, was washed away by the crashing waves, and ended up far, far away.
Wild.
And that was the curse.
Cool.
Okay, who's next?
Actually, I've come up with one. I'm gonna climb my way up there. I want to see the last time someone, another human here in the Wildlands, was cured of the were-tiger curse, and how it happened.
Good choice.
That's an excellent one. Good job.
Well, did you say a time or the last time?
The most recent time a human in the Wildlands was cured of the were-tiger curse.
Cured of the curse of lycanthropy. Breath. The clouds and energy and ocean waves part, and reveal a room on level 5 of the Ushzak pyramid, where there is a fountain of water and 3 pitchers. 3 large pitchers, each made of a different material. You watch as a slave of Misha the rat. Misha? Wait, Misty. Misty the rat. Creeps into this chamber. Just to the south of the chamber of this is the chamber of cleansing waters. Just to the south of the chamber of the dead seers, the drowned seers. And you watch as he takes up the silver pitcher. There's a jade pitcher and an amethyst pitcher as well. He takes up the silver pitcher and pours water over himself. Leaving him cleansed. Then he makes his way to the chamber of the dead dragon princess to the north on this same level and begs for the dragon magic to cleanse him fully of the curse of lycanthropy. He accepts the dragon magic's price upon himself, and the curse is lifted. And he walks out under the full moon, fully a man again, and no longer part beast. And then you are thrown out of the orb.
I think the lesson here is that dragons are dicks.
Yeah. Draco, why do you want to become one again?
There are good ones and there are bad ones. I want to be one of the good ones. Also, that's not happening because this conversation isn't happening because Draco hasn't told you he wants to be a dragon, so you wouldn't know that.
It's pretty
Oh no,
obvious,
it's
dude.
totally other character.
Oh, the power of inference.
Corey, would you like to handle that later in Discord chat, maybe?
It depends on whether anything would be visible to the group.
Okay. Well, I'd rather do it later, whether
No problem.
visible or invisible, as you prefer.
No problem.
I do have a question for Breath. Did you share that information that you just got with the group?
Oh, yeah, it certainly would.
Okay. Let me. Can I just clarify? Was it that you saw Misty the Rat, or you saw a slave of Misty the Rat?
I think I saw Misty the Rat.
I said a slave of Misty the Rat.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood then. But
Okay.
the slave poured the water on Misty the Rat.
No, the slave was the lycanthrope, right?
Yeah, the slave was the real lycanthrope.
Okay,
He
cool,
cleansed
got it.
himself.
Okay.
He had crept here
Dra-
against her wishes.
Draco is
Right, 'cause she had-
very interested in that bit of information. He will say so.
You do know his name, by the way. It is. He was. I said a slave. He considered himself a slave. But he was. He was Jakir, brother of Rashik. You have met Rashik.
Well, I know what I want to do next.
I don't suppose you happen to see where this Jashir went after he was cleansed.
I saw them walking away from here under the full moon.
I see.
No.
So they did leave.
They did. I don't think there's a moon in. I mean, this is a weird pyramid. There might be another moon in here, but I haven't seen one yet.
Very well. Thank you. And he just kind of like goes off to the side to think a bit on what you said.
Okay. Anybody else? think Frasher's gonna skip it?
Yeah, I'm not feeling up for asking anything interesting right now. I'm kind of
Okay.
getting tired.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that was interesting. One other thing happens before we close this out, which is that the rhythmic, musical chanting gets louder until people other than Bella can sense it. And it gets louder and louder until a procession appears, walking through this glowing sigil, this glowing triangular sigil that blocks that doorway. It is a procession wearing the livery of the Order of the Sacred Bull. And there are no minotaurs among them. They are all men. And they carry the severed head of a bull. Two guys struggling under the weight on a platter as they walk out of there chanting. And they pause, seeing you somewhat confused. One of them steps forward and says, "We are sorry, but gravekeepers, but we thought this area had been cleared for our procession. Has there been some miscommunication, or has something aught else occurred? We apologize for the intrusion, solemn gravekeepers." And with that, we are going to pause and hopefully pick this up another time. Well played, everybody. Good session.
Yeah, that was fun.
Lots of
That
fun.
was awesome.
Deep lore. Glad you think it was awesome. Well played. First of all, I'm going to say thank you to Kate, player of Bella, and caretaker of Rose. We're going to have to find a way so that you can play. We are going to have to work on that over the next week. Because that is not working right now. Thank you, Taladar, for the subscription. That is such an encouragement to me to keep doing this, dude. Thank you. Thank you, man with no screen name. Incredibly loyal viewer. Thanks, man. Really appreciated. Hopefully, some inspiration for art can be found here and there. Thank you, Rosie, for providing the goblin noises. Thank you to Jeremy, player of Bref. Thank you to M, player of Akiri. Thank you to Danielle, player of Mavra. Thank you to Nico, player of Draco. Thank you, who made it in the very end with some awesome business. And I am eager to see what Draco thinks of there being a draconic presence nearby. Thank you to Corey, player of Vapos. Thank you to Matt, player of Frasher. Thank you to Lindsay, player of Typha the Third. Well played, everybody. That was awesome. Left me hungry for more, as always. I look forward to chatting with y'all in Discord. And thank you to anyone who watches this later. You are awesome. I hope you have some fun with it. And we'll see you next time on the Wildlands campaign.
Thank you very much, Max. This was super fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Max.
You're welcome. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.